My name is Lisa. I work as an AM2 in tires at England Logistics in Salt Lake City. I started as a BDM in tires. I didn't know anything about tires when I got here, so I felt like I had a little bit of an imposter syndrome. I'm a big believer in just getting the mistakes out of the way, and so I did it as quickly as I could, and just learning along the way. I love to volunteer my time, which is something that I can freely give. I don't necessarily have the money to donate to different things, but my time is something that I do have that I can give. I like to volunteer for organizations that I feel strongly about. For instance, the Pride Festival, I've done a lot of things for them over the years. As well as a suicide prevention ride that I helped organize and get moving it up off the ground. Along those lines, I also sing for a lot of charity events, the national anthem, which I am honored to do and have a really good time doing it. I'm really drawn into the volunteer work because what it does for me in my personal life. Sometimes we look past, the blessings that we see every day because, it's just normal activity or normal blessings in our lives that we just don't see on a daily basis. And so going in and helping someone less fortunate than myself or someone struggling with, issues that I don't struggle with helps me see those things in my own life that I feel blessed for. I am big on gratitude. I think there's always someone or something to thank for even the smallest of things. And this is partly why I do volunteer work, is because I think it just sheds a little light on those things that you can be grateful for and the people that have stepped out of their way to help you, or even in the smallest little bit, or in big ways too, obviously. EL has benefited me in a way that I didn't think sales roles could. I thought sales was always a, dog-eat-dog kind of world. Everybody's, trampling on each other to try to get ahead. What I found here is this camaraderie. Everybody celebrates everybody's successes. There's no reason why you have to feel bad about being successful or being better than your peers, in metrics or whatever the case may be, because they're all there rooting for you. So I think EL has brought me, I guess, a little bit of a different taste when it comes to what a sales role could be. My motivation is to be better than I was yesterday. I am extremely competitive, whether that be among my peers or just my own self. I like to push myself past my comfort level. And by doing so, there's great rewards. There's great risks, but there's great rewards. And I've seen a lot of those rewards because I have this confidence, I have this manifestation that things are going to go well. With that belief, with that attitude, they do. I think when you come into a job, you get the idea that this is status quo. What everybody else is doing is status quo. I don't feel like it needs to be that way. You can create your own status quo. And if that's miles above everybody, then so be it. Having your back up against the wall is not necessarily a no way out scenario. I think there's always a way out. And I think, again, it just goes back to having that attitude to where, everything's gonna turn out fine. Everything always does turn out fine. I'm still here. Everything I've been through, I've gotten through. But there are definitely challenges. And using your resources is super important, especially here at EL. We've got so much support and so many resources, whether it be within our own department, outside of our department. There's always somebody that's been through what you've been through, and they know how to get you through it. And it's just making sure you've got a good mentor or a good role model within your area to help you through it.